Okay, we're going to try to take off the steering wheel today, and I've already got this guy a little loosened up. He was a buggers, but the first thing you need to do is to remove this castle nut. It just simply unscrews, and there should be a washer here. There we go. Now the reason why I want to take the steering wheel off is because I want to see about removing the dash panel and the battery box, and this piece behind here needs to get all cleaned up, and I figure I got it apart, might as well do it now anyway. Okay, I've got my puller on and I've tightened it up, and sometimes these things are really on there, and what you need to do is when you get it really tight, almost you can't do it anymore. Sometimes I found that giving it a wrap, a mallet or a hand, a little bit will loosen it up. Now I put the castle nut back on because I didn't want to have this thing go deep into this hollow thread here. And so now this is pulling out, and I can loosen it. At this point, it's free. I'm going to replace this castle nut with a new one anyway, so that's okay. And now it's free. Great, so we've got this off, and we can proceed with the rest of this mystery on how to get it off. I can't find a video anywhere on YouTube on how to take this off, so this is kind of going to be interesting to do. So just going to tear it down and see how we go. Okay, sorry for the crappy light, but it looks like the next piece in the disassembly to get all this apart is going to be the battery box. Okay, so we've got the bolt here, 2 bolts right down here. I don't know if you can't see those very well. And there's this 1 bolt here where the there it is, where the battery was connected to. So we're going to remove those bolts and see if we can't get that battery box out, or battery tray. Okay, now that I removed those 4 bolts, I was able to get the battery box out, or battery tray. I'm going to replace the 2 bolts that went into the engine here. Looks like they're a part holding the section together. We'll remove these 2 bolts right here, and hopefully that will free this back piece for us to get loose. And then we should be able to see about freeing up the dash, removing that. It's pretty messy back here, and it looks like there is a mouse nest in there. All this dirt's going to need to be cleaned up. I'm in here, might as well do it. Okay, sorry about the low light. Got it all off. Basically found out that you had to found these 2 bolts here. Sorry, new camera. There's a bolt here and a bolt on this other side, and there was so much dirt and everything I didn't even see them. They were kind of like just caked on there. So once I got those freed up, I already taken this one out and the one on the other side with the battery tray, and I put those bolts back down there anyway, because they do kind of hold the part of holding that thing all together, the sections of the tractor. You loosen up, there's where the throttle comes down, there's a capture screw down here, and I'll get a video of that later. And what you do there is you undo that capture screw. That allows you to pull that throttle assembly up. There's a spring and a plate that you need to remember to put those back. You loosen this up, take this knob off, take the loosen up the oil pressure line from the oil gauge, and then you can just lift this all out. You do need to take this little screw off, and those two pieces just come right off.